Today we face a crisis, a cinematic emergency. My sixth graders have never heard of Chuck Norris. Yes, the man who counted to infinity twice. So today on Celluloid Secrets, we correct the timeline. We restore balance. And we rediscover the legend through three essential films: Code of Silence, Invasion U.S.A., and Lone Wolf McQuade. Strap in, because Chuck Norris doesn't make movies, he makes believers. Let's begin with Code of Silence, a film so grounded, so gritty, it almost tricks you into thinking Chuck Norris is just an actor. Don't worry, he still bends reality. Chuck Norris plays Eddie Cusack, a straight-edge Chicago cop trapped in a swamp of corruption. But Cusack doesn't compromise. Cusack doesn't break. Cusack stares down injustice until injustice turns itself in. What makes this film stand out is the authenticity, the realism, and the action that sneaks up on you instead of screaming in your face. You get street chases, bar shootouts, a tense hostage bus scene, and yes, a robot policeman named Prowler. A robot tank that proves cinema was braver in the 80s. Code of Silence is Chuck at his most mature, his most measured, his most quietly unstoppable. It's not flashy, it's not ridiculous, it's legitimately excellent filmmaking.
Excellent!
Now let's turn the dial from grounded realism all the way up to what on earth am I watching and why do I love it? Invasion U.S.A., where an army of Soviet terrorists invade Florida, and the only thing standing between America and chaos is one man in denim, Matt Hunter, a former CIA agent who lives in a swamp, drinks black coffee with his bare hands, and emerges from retirement because the terrorists made the mistake of interrupting his peace and quiet. This movie is pure 80s adrenaline. Explosions inside explosions that happen for emotional reasons. Chuck barely speaks, which makes every line feel like scripture. And then there's the villain, played by Richard Lynch. Cold, calculating, a perfect match for Chuck's silent storm. Invasion USA is not subtle. It's not calm. It's not realistic. It is glorious. Our final film, the movie that crystallized the legend, the blueprint for Walker, Texas Ranger, the dusty, gritty, irresistible Lone Wolf McQuade. Chuck plays J.J. McQuade, a wolf of a man, a Texas Ranger who sleeps in dirt, drinks warm beer, and drives a truck so powerful it can resurrect itself from beneath the ground. Yes, he drives his Jeep up out of the earth like a cowboy Lazarus. The highlight? Chuck Norris versus David Carradine, two titans of martial arts, in a fight scene so electrifying your TV gains 5 pounds of muscle. Lone Wolf McQuade blends Western style, 80s bravado, the Chuck Norris myth energy into one perfect action stew. This is the Norris everyone remembers. This is the origin of the legend. This is cinematic frontier justice.
Heck yeah!
So there you have it. 3 Chuck Norris classics that every generation should experience. Because if my students have never heard of Chuck Norris, it is our responsibility to guide them back into the light. These movies shaped the 80s. They shaped action cinema, and honestly, they shaped America's sense of what a determined man could do in a denim jacket and a righteous cause. If you love this dive into the unforgettable Chuck Norris, please like with the force of a roundhouse kick. Subscribe for more rediscovered classics, and drop a comment telling me which Norris adventure we should explore next. Here at Celluloid Secrets, Great movies never die. They wait for someone brave enough to press play.